Hey guys, it's Zachary from HardwareZone and welcome to Uncut, the segment that was previously known as Surprise Livestream. Now, I haven't done Surprise Livestreams for quite a while because I realized that the video quality tend to get very low, because when I started this segment, it was really supposed to be a quick on-the-go kind of video where I check out cool, interesting stuff that came into HardwareZone's mailroom that may or may not be fully reviewed on the site, right? But because I was doing that on the go and with my phone, Facebook seems to like compress the hell out of the videos, and sometimes we end up with like 360p resolution, which is not good. So until we get like proper equipment to do actual live streams, this is how it's going to be. But the format is going to be the same. I sort of want to just go through that experience with you guys of checking out something brand new instead of playing around with it for a week, 2 weeks, a month, and then figuring out the script and cutting it properly. So here we go. First episode of this. Remember this thing? This is the Torras Coolify personal air conditioner. It's a neck sort of fan that blows air out of sides, and the interesting thing about this is it has a Peltier cooler at the back to cool down your neck. Now this kind of works, and among all the fancy high-tech gadgets we have, phones and PCs and whatnot, this seems to be the one that got quite a lot of attention, and to a point where Torras actually sent me the Coolify 2. Now this thing, the bag looks like super improved over the first version. Let's see what it is. Torras Coolify 2, yeah, box. It's still from same distributor in Singapore, Leader Radio Technologies. You can check them out at weareready.com. So let's see this thing. Omnidirectional cooling down, ergonomic adjustable design, NTC powered personalized temperature. Don't know what that means, but let's see that. Ooh, yeah, this is a lot cooler than the first one. This looks like a carrying case. There's a carabiner and all that. This looks a lot more I was going to say compressed. This looks a lot more compact. Although now with this, I don't really know why they need a box. You could do away with the box, save the environment or something, and just sell it like this. This is cool. This is not just a throwaway box. This is a carrying case as well. Like I said, carabiner, zip. Let's see what the Coolify 2 looks like. Oh, guys, this is so much better than the first design. Okay, let's see what else is in the box. Charging cable, USB-C, great. Would have been nice if it was black, match the whole thing. And manual. Okay, let's not read the manual again like I always don't do and figure it out. But this case is cool, right? You pack it in, you can carry it with you, snap it on your bag. There's even a little box here for the charging cable, but it seems like it's big enough to put small little things in it, maybe even fit a charger, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this carrying case. This is a big upgrade from the first one where it was really just a throwaway case. Now, design wise, this looks amazing. The Coolify 1 on the other hand looks like it was made in the 80s or 70s. It's this round, shiny, plasticky look, and very lots of things that are jutting out, black and gold, very gaudy kind of design, whereas the Coolify 2 looks so much sleeker, right? It has this, it's also plastic, but it's sort of like this matte finishing to it. There's no protrusions. It's a slick piece. Oh, the middle is soft. Oh, it's flexible. You can just, wow, look at that. Right, this had sort of two hinges on the sides because the Peltier cooler was in the middle, and it sort of opened like that. It was a bit awkward. and also design-wise, not that great. Let's put this aside now. The Coolify 2 looks sleek, looks slick, it looks modern, it's matte, it's angular, more squarish in design, it's flat. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, 2 buttons, one on each side. This looks like the power button. Whoa, there's even like a small LCD now to show you the battery percentage, 32%. What happens if I press it again? C, C2, C3, and off. Okay, so, oh, it's already cold. Wow, this works so much faster than the Coolify one. There are 2 panels now. Instead of 1 panel at the end, at the top, at the neck, you now have 2 panels on each side, and it actually cooled. I can feel it being colder just by pressing the power button just now. It was just like a few seconds. Whoa, it's still cold, and it's now on the side of the neck instead of right at the back, which, to be honest, on the Coolify one, when it turned on, when it got cold at the back of the neck, it was like putting a piece of ice at the back of your neck, and if you left it there too long, it sort of got a bit uncomfortable because it was very focused in that one area. This, like 2 longer bars, and it spreads out across the side of your neck more. Feels nicer. Wait, where's the button again? So I guess 1, 2, 3 is the power. Okay, that's the fan. Okay, it sounds quieter than the first one as well. This is max speed, 3. Okay, I wish it would cycle between 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3 and off. 1, 2, 3. On the Coolify 1, this sounds like 2 on that. This already sounds louder than 3 on that. And 3 is really like this high-pitched whirling sound. All in all, pretty impressed with this. Right, oh, okay. The wind is the same, blows up into your neck, but now you get the side of your neck more surface area that's cooling. It doesn't just focus on like one spot. It feels really good actually. It feels a lot better, looks a lot better than the Coolify one. But I heard there was, oh, silly me. There's a sticker I'm supposed to peel off here. No wonder one side felt cooler than the other. Oh wait, press the button to switch between cooling and heating. Ah, I was wondering where that was. I was told this was something new. I was trying to find that. Okay, so turn it on to cycle between the speeds, and there is another button on the other side. If you press and hold it, what happens? There's a beep. Okay, and this turns, the LCD turns from C123 to H123. The fan doesn't run at all. There's no fan sound. But the 2 sort of Peltier strips, I think they're still Peltier strips, it's now heated up. I can feel it heating up. It's hot to the touch. Ooh, it's actually hot to the touch. And that's just H1. Okay, that's this H2. Actually getting a bit uncomfortable. H3. This is quite hot. I am quite impressed at the speed that it gets both hot and cold. It's so much faster than this, and it feels more distributed. Ooh, ow. It feels more distributed, but it actually feels very, very hot. I'm not scalding hot, but hot. I'm not sure if there is a temperature range to this. Doesn't seem to specifically say. Yeah, but that's interesting. The last time I did it in the office and it was freezing cold, and I got a lot of flack for not using the cool function and go out into the hot Singapore sun. And this would have been great in a freezing cold office, I guess, with air conditioning, but I'm not so sure. I would have actually liked that if the heat came on and there was still a bit of wind to sort of distribute it, because now the heating panel sort of feels like the cold panel on this, where it is really focused on both sides of my neck, but there's no wind to move that heat around, to sort of like expand that heat to a greater area. Whereas the cold with the wind and the cooling, it sort of gives me a wider range of cooling. So yeah, that is first impressions of the Torras Coolify 2. One thing I do notice though is that with the Coolify 1, there seems to be air vents on both sides of the device, while this only has air vents on one side. So air blows out directly on one side, but not the other, right? I don't think that makes a lot of difference. There are two fans at the bottom, which is the same as the Coolify 1. Weight-wise, the Coolify 2 just seems a lot more solid as well. I think this is great. I'm not really sure where we in Asia or Singapore would use the heating function. I guess if you were really sitting in a very cold office and you bundled up in jacket all day, and hey, we can all go back to office now these days, right? COVID's back to yellow alert. Everybody's out again. Offices want us back into bosses want us back into the office again. Maybe the heating would work, but the cooling, really impressed with this. This cools so much faster than the first edition. It is spread out so much better. The fan is quieter. The wind seems to be sort of spread better instead of like focusing. This one, some of the wind gets into my nose as well. This doesn't. The whole design is just better. Now, the Coolify 2, wait, where's my phone? That's my phone. Okay, the Coolify 2 retails for 259 Singapore dollars, but on launch, I think they have it on offer for 239 Singapore dollars for the month of May. You can check out weareready.sg, which is the local distributor where you get this. But yeah, not sure if you'd spend $240 on a neck fan, but if you're just talking about how much improved this is over this is like 10 times better than the first one. Now we're going to see how long the battery will last. Anyway, that was my impression of the Torras Coolify 2. We will see you in the next video.